So for those of you wondering, yes, that was the wild hunt that had just appeared. They're kind of intimidating.
It must suffice.
Think Emhyr cares if I'm clean?
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to ½ an inch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to challenge him on this, because Geralt's got himself a mighty beard going on at the moment.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
Okay, so what this scene is, people, do you remember at the start of the game where it asks you, do you want to simulate a Witcher 2 save? And I was saying it's like the comic book strip thing in Mass Effect 2. That's what this is. Basically, we get to answer these questions, and that kind of dictates what choices we made in The Witcher 2 that will carry over to The Witcher 3. Now, when I played The Witcher 2, I actually spared Arian's life and he escaped, so we're going to go with that.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
Okay, now here's the thing, right? When I played The Witcher 2, I actually stuck with Vernon Roach. Basically, you can take two paths. You can go the Vernon Roach path, or you can go down the Yorvith path. Yorvith being a member of, well, the leader of the Scoia'tael, which is a group of non-human guerrilla soldiers. And he was, when you meet him, he is an absolute human hater. But if you go down his path, he does actually end up fighting side by side with the humans. And basically, the Yorvith path has a better ending for non-humans than the Vernon Roach one. So despite the fact that I went with Vernon Roach, I am going to pick Yorvith just because he seems to have had the better outcome.
I left Flotsam with Yorvith, commander of a Scoia'tael unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
So we had to save Trish, help Yorvith lift the spell that held Saskia. I helped Trish, so I'm going to go with that. Trish? Triss.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I actually, despite the fact that Sheila turns out to be one of the antagonists in the game, again, I just couldn't leave her to die in the megascope. So I actually helped her out.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
I actually let Letho live as well because he didn't turn out to be the kind of complete bad guy that I thought he was.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Where are my current clothes? Also, I like the idea of turning up in front of the Emperor like this, as I'm wearing right now, you know? Nothing says I'm a man not to be screwed with than confidently standing in front of an Emperor wearing nothing but a towel.
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
You know, as extravagant as all of this is, you gotta admit, there's something to be said. There's something to be said for, you know, being absolutely pampered like this. Let me just see if there's anything I can loot here. The opposition of Nilfgaard. Apple, smoking pipe. Bear hide. I wonder if I can dismantle that to get some bear fat, because that would be a very, very handy source instead of fighting bears. But there is something to be said for, do you know, like if you ever go to like a fancy hotel or something like that, and you go to their spa or something, but you just end up being treated like a king or a queen, as your gender, as your individual gender applies. There's a lot to be said for that, if you ask me. Let me just read the books I just picked up, because I want to see. Okay, so these are all just backstory lore stuff, which is great. Happy to have it and everything, but nothing there that adds to like the bestiary. Alright, so let's just pick our clothes. Now, I don't know if we have to pick. Can we just loot them? Yeah, okay, so I think we can just loot them. I wonder if there's anything else I can loot from. When you're in the palace, you might as well take as much as you can. It is like when you're in a hotel and, you know, you feel like you're being overcharged, so you take as much extra stuff as you can. I've never done it, but I know people do. He's got a lot of books. Let me just see what other books he's got. I suppose it is a palace. It's an imperial palace, so, you know, the whole book thing is to be expected. Yeah, it had something to do with swords, so I was confident that that would have been something that would have improved us in some way. Okay, so I think all of these boots, yeah, the boots are all the same anyway. As are the pantaloons. So I suppose all we gotta do now is pick what top we want to wear. No, too flouncy. Not flouncy enough. That was not bad. So I'm between that and that. Let me just take a look at this. No, that doesn't hit me as something Geralt would wear. It's the gold lacing on it. I'll try that out. Yeah, that's a bit better. Although, tuck in your shirt, mister. Let's just save up first. There we are. Okay. Woo! I got myself some new clothes.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
It as best as it can.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. But tough when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Oh, well, it is important to have your curtsy, right?
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Okay. Left leg forward, right hand on chest. Oh, I wasn't paying too much attention. It was left leg forward, wasn't it?
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
Well, at least I got it right. It wasn't. He's right though. That wasn't the most graceful bow.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Oh yeah, well, I was gonna out one of his torches.
In grimi eb art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emhyr var Emreis. Bow.
We might as well bow, show respect. It is Charles' dance after all.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Weljen namen, wat kan verwoord? I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Okay, so... yeah, I'm gonna use this dialogue option before I move on.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless, if for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
No, okay. Now, you're probably recognizing Emhyr's voice here. That's Charles Dance, so if you don't know him from anything else, chances are you know him from HBO's TV series Game of Thrones. He plays Tywin Lannister. Need information, not motivation. I'm only doing this for Ciri.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.